Thank you again for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 3rd of February, 2011, and this is on my series Then and Now. I'm going to do it on the trap, and I'm going to go over that. First, I just want to answer a couple of questions, and I want to wish everyone happy Chinese New Year if you're celebrating that. One of the questions was, um, did you notice racism in Scientology? Yes, absolutely. Number one, they call everyone who isn't a Scientologist a wog, which they said is wise old gentleman. I found out later it's actually a racist term from Africa. Number two, there were only, I think, 5 Afro-Americans in Scientology. And I used to always ask them, what's the deal? And you don't even want to hear what their views were, but they were not, they had everything but the truth. The truth is they should have all different cultures in Scientology. And mostly they have, I would say, most of them are white. They're now trying to target Hispanics, people from that culture, because they figured they were nice to them and would take their way to happiness booklet. But it's I believe from my observation, yes, there is definitely racism in Scientology. Not that every Scientologist is a racist. I wasn't. But the fact that they only had 5 Afro-Americans, to me, says something right there. Okay, would I like to see Scientology reformed? I wouldn't. I don't really care about it. I finished it in 1997, really left it in 2000, but for me, no. But there's people that do, and I would say, follow those people. They're interested in it. I'm not. When I ended, I went, that's it. And I think because of the technology and the policies that are intertwined, I don't really know. I can't say. It's like I finished it, that's it. So it's not really my game. I'm here to expose the abuses of the Church of Scientology that's harming families, stopping free speech, medical abuse, fair game, those kind of things. That's why I'm here. Once those are done, I'm done. Whatever goes on, that's with another group. Do you think it has been time wasted now? Oh, do I feel like I wasted my life? No, I don't. I don't believe in regret. I never have. I could have left 10 years earlier because OT7 was a disaster, but you know what? I would have never gotten out without that disaster and without being part of the Office of Special Affairs and seeing the really dark side with Bill Yachty, who was helping run the volunteers of the Office of Special Affairs International. Hi, Gavino. Hi, Yachty. I hope you guys wake up. I mean, lots of executives have left the Church of Scientology. Thank goodness. And more people are leaving every single day. So that is fantastic. And the last one I'm going to answer is what attracted me to being an auditor. I wanted to help people. My grandfather was a doctor. I was in college. I really didn't like school at the time. I didn't really think I was going to be able to go through college and more and medical school, blah, 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 blah. And when I read about, hey, you could be an auditor and clear people and, help them get rid of all their pains and somatics, which of course you can't, but I thought you could at the time, and that's what was my attraction. And mainly helping people, which turned out to be, I've helped way more people since I left the Church of Scientology than I ever helped while I was in it. And that's a fact. I mean, daily, just about, people write me or call me thanking me because of my videos, because of things I've written. And for all of you, I'm so happy you're free. I really am. And for anybody lurking, if you think, oh, I wish I was, come on out. There's tons of people out, way more than you think. I've said it a million times. I had no idea how many people had left the Church of Scientology when I got out. I mean, for years it took me realizing, you're out? Wow, cool. So, and that's even continuing more and more and more. So, okay, I'm going to go over the trap. The trap in Scientology is everything. That's why I call it the Truman Show. It looks so great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It used to be in 69, they did a personality test. Come on, have a seat. Now, you would fill out the personality test, and in 69, they had an individual that would actually sit and talk with you and tell you what your ruin was. What things you needed to improve on, what things you were good at, what things you needed to improve on, and there was a chance Scientology could help you. And that was a key phrase. There's a chance, so they couldn't legally be sued, right? They didn't say that, but that's what it really was. Okay, so that was in 69. Roll forward, they were having trouble, getting people in, and they had canceled the missions, which was the biggest thing, because the missions used to be private businesses. They were getting people into Scientology and interested in it, and then they would shoot them off to the Church of Scientology, right? Once those were canceled, which was in, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, once those went down, that was it. They had a very, very difficult time getting new people in. They then switched to a computerized thing, figuring, well, maybe the problem is the people aren't evaluating right. We'll have a computer do it. That was a nightmare, where literally people they sit down and this computerized thing, you're the worst person in the world and nobody likes you. And it was a disaster. I remember reading one of them and saying, who would ever join Scientology after you've told them these horrible things? I mean, it was really bad. So now they have their stress test. Then they had the personality test and the missions that help get new people in. Now they don't have any more missions, pretty much. They may have a few, but they're run underneath the Church of Scientology very severely now. Whereas then they were pretty much their own thing. They had their own business and they could run it the way they wanted to. RTC changed that. That's the top dogs now in Scientology, and said, no, everything comes underneath us. We're going to tell you how many books you have to sell a week. We're going to tell you blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people went, we're done. We're out of here. Because who wants to do that? So now the trap is really tricky, because another thing then, there was no internet. Now there is. So then you had to leave the Church of Scientology to find out any facts about anything that they didn't want you to know. Now, that's how I got on the internet. I was in my dining room, clicked on the little button, there you go. What do you know? All of a sudden wrote Andreas a thank you note. There was the little blue thing up in the corner, clicked on it, and we've been very dear friends ever since. Now he's in Norway. I'm here in Burbank, California. How amazing is that? I talked to my brother last night. He's in, I think, Thailand now, out in the jungles. And I'm here in Burbank, California. And we both were like, how cool is this? So it's a pretty cool thing right now. For all of us who are out, it's fantastic. For those in the Truman Show, it's very hard for them, because they're trying to keep these people in. Don't look at the internet. Don't watch television where it's got anything against Scientology. It's in the old days, it was easier to keep that trap going. Now it's very tricky. The cheese doesn't really work too well, because all of us are out here saying, yeah, the cheese looks good, but look at both sides, learn both sides, find out all the information, and then make up your mind and decide. And I still say that. And you've got to ask yourself this: why can't the Church of Scientology say that? Why can't they say, look at both sides? You make up your own mind. Any logical, sane group would say that. And anybody who says, only look at our side, don't look at theirs, run as fast as you can. That's my suggestion to anybody in any abusive relationship where they're trying to stop you from seeing another side. Get out of there. You don't even have to look any farther, because that's a major, major key. And that's a major one in Scientology. So there you go. That's then and now as far as the trap. And I hope I answered some of your questions. If you have any more, let me know. I love you all, and I hope you're having an excellent day, and soon the weekend is here. Peace out. Bye.